And how now, Brown Cow? We're recording. Let me grab a sip. Do you want me to pour your glass?
Yes, please. Yes, please. One sippy, please.
It still smells delicious, by the way. It tastes good, too.
What are we sampling here today?
This is the, I don't even know. It's Berkshire Brewing. BBC.
That ought to do.
BBC. It's foamy as hell. This is Lost Sale on IPA.
Just gonna take our drinks off stage, like the pros.
Yeah.
Gotta booze up before the camera's turned on.
This is the footage we looked for prior. I just hope it doesn't stop at any time soon. And I wish we had a J.R. Smith. This is something we should have had hung up. Draft 2011.
Alright. Jim Harbaugh into the seat here.
Oh, shit. Alright. Wing it per usual?
Yeah.
Alright. Ready? 3, 2. This is when we go to the cut. Alright. 3, 2. Welcome back to our second video of PBTV. I'm your host, Jacob Nova. Alongside of me, as always, is Mr. James Buckland. How are you doing there, James?
I'm doing great. I'm glad that this is not just the end of season 2.
Right.
After episode 1. I'm glad we came back for episode 2.
Well, we need
it's
topics.
a new year.
We need topics, and the first half of the season was kind of slow. We're not even at the halfway point yet, but something came up where we have a bunch of shoes here.
Oh, I wonder what they're going to do with all these shoes.
And the big story out there is, of course, J.R. Smith untying shoes in the game. And this is kind of segueing to our podcast, NBA Unplugged, which will follow after this video. We're going to talk about all the ways you can cheat in basketball.
Yeah.
Because everyone's been cheating, and the famous quote is, if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Right.
So, James and I decided we'll show people what went wrong with these guys getting their shoes untied.
What are you doing with that?
This is just some foot powder. You should always have some for you when you're playing basketball.
Didn't know what you had planned.
No, unless you want me to do the LeBron and at the end of it,
no? Don't get it all over the floor. I'll have to sweep that up.
I
I don't have a janitor here, so this is a new studio.
All right. So, we looked up different ways to tie knots.
Yeah.
And don't ask me how to do any of that. It's ridiculous. There's 18 different types of knots, and I'm not a Boy Scout.
If you're an NBA player, maybe do what you did. Look up these different ways to tie knots, ones that J.R. Smith isn't going to be able to tie.
Correct.
And that's sort of what we're here to do today, is give some advice, even, to players out there who are going to be playing against J.R. Smith in the future, whether they're in the NBA now, or, guys in college that are about to enter the pros.
Yeah.
You're going to need to know how to counter this move from now on, now that it exists.
And we know about it. It's happened on several occasions. I know Dwight tried to get JR back and failed because JR knows. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
So the first thing is, the first tie was a single knot.
This is what the standard NBA player is doing now. It's a standard single knot on this sneaker here.
And as you can see...
Oh, and there it is. You're going to have to re-tie that, sir.
And that is 10 seconds of your time. No one has time. Nobody got time to tie your shoes in the middle of the game.
That's the advantage J.R. Smith is trying to get on these guys.
Exactly. So, a couple ways you can... I guess the number one way to do it is a double knot, which we have here on the nice John Wall's threes. You can try pulling at the lace and...
No, it just makes it even tighter.
Just tightens the shoe up. That's what it wants. So this one is secure.
J.R. Smith is not going to have enough time to get in there and really undo that knot.
And if he does,
it's going to be obvious what he's doing.
If he does, he deserves it.
Oh yeah, if you can pull, if you can untug a double knot without getting noticed at the free throw line in the allotted time, I commend you. You deserve those extra seconds.
Yeah, it's impossible.
Good work.
Impossible. And of course, I think the easiest way to do this, if you're a one, knot guy, just take your one knot and hide those laces.
Tuck them right in. Usually there'd be a leg in the shoe, and it'd be a better demonstration of how you can tuck it right in there against your leg and keep it like that. You're not going to be able to tug at those. Try tugging at those, like there's a leg in there. Whoop. Nope. Nothing. Not going to be able to do it.
And
tuck them.
And the key is, we're talking about the free throw line. You're not going to untie someone's shoe during a defensive play.
No.
It's the free throw.
Too time consuming.
Player stopped. Tuck your laces in, guys. Check your shoes. It's the time to, make sure your shirt's tucked, your shoes are tight, your socks are up high. If you gotta go to the bathroom, that's another issue you get to later on. But yeah, so we just want to...
Can't do that at the free throw line.
You cannot.
People would notice, and then the kids got to come out and mop it all up. It'd be a
maybe
whole
that's
thing.
what they mop up. We got to do some investigative journalism here.
You think guys are peeing out there on the court?
I mean, we've heard of other sports where players freely go. And I know they can when they're on a field. And
What I want to know is what Pooh Richardson was up to. If guys have been peeing. Never mind. All right, what's next here? Why don't I do a random tie here and then see if you can untie it?
On the trucks? All right.
Let's see if this is a good way for players to tie their shoes. We're going to go here. We're going to get a knot there.
You're a loose pull guy?
I don't know. I'm just doing
I'm a bunny ear and I pull.
You're the two
I'm
ears,
a bunny ears.
Alright, there's my tie. Can you get it, JR? Oh, no! So whatever I just did there on...
Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do that if you're an NBA player, because J.R. Smith will get you. He'll untie your shoe.
Yes. The whole key here is not to get your shoes untied, or you can be stylish when you play basketball and have two laces.
Double lace!
You have one just in case. So I'll give this little quick tie as you powder up over there, whatever you're up to.
Oh!
It's just powder. Just go